Hi everyone, this is Mariana with my December video update, and this time I want to tell you guys about a few upcoming events for Street Life and ask you to be praying for us. We have two major outreaches coming up. The first one is our annual New Year's Eve outreach, in which we have teams that come in from all over the nation and they serve the poor with us, and then they do Christmas caroling in Rockefeller Center, and they prayer walk Times Square the night before New Year's Eve, and then it culminates on New Year's Eve with prayer stations and soup and lots of hot chocolate being served to everyone that gathers in Times Square. I think it's an estimated 1 million people that usually gather to ring in the new year and to celebrate in Times Square and watch the ball drop and all of that. So it's just an awesome opportunity to be able to impact people from many different states and even nations. People come from all over the world to see the ball drop in Times Square. And it's just a great opportunity for us to be able to share the gospel and love on people and tell them the truth about Jesus. So please be praying for us and the teams that are coming, that the glory of God and the power of God would, and the truth of God would just go forth so powerfully on that night, and that people would be saved and come to know the Lord, that they would be healed, delivered, whatever it is, however God wants to show himself on that night, that he would just do that, and that people would come into a greater knowledge of him in New York City. Another big outreach that we have coming up is Don't Walk By, and this will be our third year doing it. It's a new outreach that we just started doing with other ministries here in the city, and I've told you guys about it a few times, but it's basically what we do is split Manhattan up into 5 different sections, and throughout all 5 Saturdays in January we will comb the streets of Manhattan in search of homeless people, and those that we find will offer them love and prayer, listening ear. We'll offer them a ride back to a church where they can get a hot meal, and then meet with representatives from area ministries and missions that can take them in off the streets. So it's really offering an alternative to homelessness and offering the love of Jesus and the gospel to whoever we find. We call it a search and rescue mission because really there have been lives that have been saved through this. Not just spiritually, but even physically. It's been so cold some of the nights we've been out that people literally would have frozen to death, and we were able to, call ambulances, or other people struggling with different health issues, call ambulances for them and help with their physical situations as well. So it's such a beautiful expression, I think, of the heart of God and his desire to search out those who are lost and to help them and deliver them out of their situations. So please be praying for that as well. I'm going to be doing a different thing this year because of my foot injury. I'm going to be helping instead of leading the teams that go out on the streets. I'm going to be helping with the dispatching of the vans that will come and pick people up. So I'm excited about that. It's going to be a different side, a different angle of seeing how this outreach works. So be praying for us in that if you can. If you think of it, it's going to be every one of the 5 Saturdays in January. Another thing I wanted to mention too as well, if you guys can pray and if you would like to be a part of as well, you're welcome to do that. But we are in desperate need here at Street Life of winter gloves for the homeless that we serve on the streets. We always give out hats and scarves and gloves, socks and underwear. Many of you already know that and have contributed socks and underwear already this year. But winter is here in New York. It has been just bitterly cold lately, and we have no gloves to give out. And we have people that will come up to us asking for gloves, homeless men usually, and their hands are literally cracked and bleeding, and they can hardly move them because they're so cold. It's a scene that just totally breaks your heart, and we are all so burdened here, and every single one of our staff members is asking everyone that they know if you can send winter gloves. I can give you the address, just send me an email back. You can ship them here, or if you want to instead, you can give us a donation so that we can purchase some gloves. So just shoot me an email back if you're interested in being a part of that, and I will give you more details on how to go about helping with that. I'll be home in North Carolina for about a week. I'm leaving Saturday, and I'm actually going to Eastern North Carolina to spend the entire week with my family. I'm really excited. I haven't seen my family in almost a year now, so I just can't wait to get home and be able to spend some time catching up with them. So I won't be in Western North Carolina, for those of you that I know there. I'll really miss seeing you. I usually try to get there for at least a few days in December, but I just need to get some rest and catch up with my family this time. So please be praying for that as well. And I love you guys so much and look forward to hearing from you.